The Senate will come to order. Remaining under motions and resolutions will revert to the fifth order of business, reports of committees. The Secretary will read the committee report.
Senator Gazelka from the Committee on Rules and Administration, to which was referred Senate Resolution number 49, a Senate resolution expressing the Minnesota Senate's condemnation of the removal of the Minnesota National Guard from the St. Paul Labor Center, reports the same back with the recommendation that the resolution be amended as follows, and when so amended, the resolution do pass.
Senator Gazelka.
Mr. President, I move that the committee report read by the Secretary be adopted.
Discussion on that motion. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senator Gazelka.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Resolution number 49 be laid on the table.
On that motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion prevails. Remaining under motions and resolutions, Senator Gazelka.
Mr. President, I move that Senate File number 2441 be taken from the table.
On that motion, all in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion prevails. Senator Gazelka.
Mr. President, I move that an urgency be declared within the meaning of Article 4, Section 19 of the Constitution of Minnesota with respect to Senate File number 2441, and that the rules of the Senate be so far suspended as to give Senate File number 2441 its second and third reading and placed on final passage. And Mr. President,
Senator Gazelka.
this recalls if roll call is requested.
Senator Gazelka requests a roll call. Roll call will be granted. Members, just a reminder, a suspension of the rules takes 2/3 or 45 votes in order to prevail. Discussion on the Gazelka motion. Senator Gazelka.
Mr. President, members, this is the bill to require or provide emergency funding requested by the governor. The governor has not responded back to me. I do think we are still working towards a goal to get this done. These are the numbers that were requested. This is what we think should be, but if more information comes from the House, I will be open to at least discussing that.
Any further discussion? Senator Gazelka renews his motion to suspend the rules on Senate File 2441. The Secretary will take the roll. Members in the retiring room, room 303, and the President's office, please come to the chamber to vote. Retiring room, room 303, and the President's office. Members in rooms 323 and 206, please come to the chamber to vote. Rooms 323 and 206. Members, before I call on, before we get the votes of the members voting under Rule 40.7, just a quick note, the voting board is incorrect. It says Senate File 2241. It is 2441, and it will be reflected correctly in the journal when it's reported. I will call on Senator Tomassoni to report the votes of the members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Tomassoni.
Mr. President, Senator Bach votes aye.
Bach votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Anderson votes aye.
Anderson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Coleman votes aye.
Coleman votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Duckworth votes aye.
Duckworth votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Osmic votes aye.
Osmic votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Eichhorn votes aye.
Eichhorn votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Senjum votes aye.
Senjum votes aye. Senator Frentz.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Carlson votes no.
Carlson votes no. Senator Frentz.
Senator Champion votes no.
Champion votes no. Senator Frentz.
Senator Clausen votes no.
Clausen votes no. Senator Frentz.
Senator Eaton votes no.
Eaton votes no. Senator Frentz.
Senator Eakin votes aye.
Eakin votes aye. Senator Frentz.
Senator Clausen wants to change his vote to yes.
Senator Clausen changes his vote from no to yes. Senator Frentz.
Senator Kunish votes no.
Kunish votes no. Senator Frentz.
Senator Latz votes aye.
Latz votes aye. Senator Frentz.
Senator Newton votes no.
Newton votes no. Senator Frentz.
Senator Wickland votes no.
Wickland votes no. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Westrom votes aye.
Westrom votes aye. Senator Frentz.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Isaacson votes no.
Isaacson votes no. All members having voted who have the desire to vote, the Secretary will close the roll. There being 47 ayes and 20 nays, the motion receives the necessary number of votes to prevail. Senator Gazelka.
Thank you, Mr. President. I've been asked for a brief
I'm
recess.
sorry, Senator Gazelka, before you go, I will give, or the Secretary will read Senate File 2441 for its second reading.
Senate File number 2441.
Second reading. Now to Senator Gazelka.
Mr. President, I've been asked for a brief recess. We're going to recess for 30 minutes to the call of the President.
Senator Gazelka moves that the
Mr. President.
Senator Gazelka, before we recess, I believe you have another motion to lay the bill on the table.
Yes, Mr. President, I move that we lay on the table Senate File number 2441.
On that motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion prevails. Senator Gazelka moves that the Senate recess to the call of the President approximately 30 minutes. Senator Kent.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Senate DFL caucus will caucus via Zoom, so check your emails.
Senator Gazelka renews his motion that the Senate recess to the call of the President. All those in favor, say aye. Opposed, say no. Motion prevails. The Senate is in recess.